Here's a few ideas for doing some candle arrangements with terracotta pots. I picked these up recently. They were only 125 in Ardcarn Garden Centre. I'm sure you can get them anywhere. I'm just tearing a piece of cardboard and putting it in the bottom of the pot where the hole would be. And then I'm just filling it with some pea gravel that I had already. This just is important, especially if you're using candles, because it weighs it down. You can, of course, use clay. For the first arrangement, I'm adding 3 taper candles and I push them down and then I just add more of the gravel until they are in place and as even as I can get them. So that's all I'm doing here. Then I'm getting some moss that I collected the other day and I'm just arranging that around the candles and that secures them in place a little bit more. I'm adding some trailing ivy to that, and basically you can use whatever you've got. If you've got any dried flowers or any flowering flowers in your garden. I'm adding some little bits of holly here with some berries on that I still have. And then the ivy seed heads. This is one of my favourite things to use at Christmas. Just trying to show it up close there. They almost look like little stars, decorations in themselves. So I'm just adding a little seed head to the arrangement. And that's it. Ta-da! So these look really pretty on your table, on a mantelpiece, anywhere at all. So option 2, using the same size terracotta pot. I'm doing the same thing again here. I'll get some cardboard and I will just cover up the hole at the base of the pot. And then I'm just showing you different ideas here with candles. There's lots of battery candles on the market, but just keep an eye out. The first one I showed you there, you have to twist at the bottom, but the second one I showed you is a lot more convenient if you're doing one of these arrangements. You press the top of it to activate the candle. In the end, I've still gone for a taper candle because personally I just think nothing compares to the real thing, but I understand if you have children or pets in the house and you're particularly cautious of fire, you're probably going to you're probably going to want to use battery ones. Anyway, I am finishing this one off with a little ribbon, just wrapping it around the pot as you can see, tying a bow, and that's it. I really like the single ones. These look lovely if you have like a set of these pots along the middle of a dining table. It's another idea for a tablescape. The final one, again, same pot, and this time I'm using more of a pillar candle. And then I'm using a long piece of trailing ivy, wrapping it round loosely around the candle, and then you take it off. So it's like you're forming a little mini wreath. And then you put the candle back in the pot. These candles just fit perfectly in these pots. There's kind of a lip on the inside. And just for something different, I'm using a little bit of lace trim around this pot. And again, just tying a little bow for decoration. So there's a few ideas for you for Christmas. These would also make really nice gifts. Finally, I adore these little mini pots. They were only 50¢. And again, I got them in Ardcarn. And then I got these mini candles in Sostran green. Never know how to pronounce it. And honestly, they just fit perfectly. They actually just fit snugly in the hole at the base of the pot. So again, I'm just adding a little bit of moss to this. And what I thought these would be gorgeous for is using them as place settings at the Christmas table. So again, I'm just adding, I'm just picking quite a large holly leaf, and then I'm using a gold marker pen, and I'm actually writing the person's name direct on the holly leaf. And that's what I mean by using it as a place setting at the Christmas table. How cute would that be at everybody's table mat, their own little pot and candle. You could also use white paint markers and write directly on the pot, but I like the idea of using a leaf, or as you just seen there, I had a manila gift tag. I'm just recording it again slightly closer up for you to see. It's kind of hard on the camera, but it's just a nice simple idea. And that's it. I hope you like those ideas and follow along for lots more.